Well, the trade deadline, it's come and gone. Some of the biggest names, they stayed put. Of course, Giannis remained with the Bucks. The Grizzlies held on to John Morant, at least for now. As we say hello and happy Friday, Malika Andrews here alongside Brian Windhurst, our resident big man Kendrick Perkins, the one and only Bobby Marks. And you know it is a big show when Tim Legler flies in to join us here in studio. Tim, thanks so much for
hanging. Good to be here with my peeps.
I like the combo. I like the combo on the suit, legs. I ain't gonna lie.
Always looking sharp. And it's good to have you here, Tim, because it's been about 24 hours, just about, since the NBA trade deadline. And we haven't gotten a chance to hear who your biggest winner is that you're keying in on.
Big winner for me is the Indiana Pacers. You get Zubac. I'm sorry. That, for me, is the biggest win, particularly when if you make the assumption next year you're going to get Halliburton back healthy, right? I know that's maybe a big assumption because that's a serious injury. But if you can make that assumption, when you pair him with Pascal Siakam and now you have Zubac, when you start talking about big threes and particularly how it relates to the Eastern Conference, the Indiana Pacers immediately inject themselves right back into the conversation as a team that potentially can make it all the way to the NBA Finals. I know they gave up some pieces they really liked. They gave up some picks as well. Bobby's more about those picks. I know how much he values those, but you give up Benedict Mathurin, I know that's a lot. Isaiah Jackson, those guys matter. When you have a talent like Zubac, I'm sorry, you put him with Halliburton and Siakam, Perk, they're right there in the mix again at the top of the East.
You miss me, huh?
I saw Malika looking at you a certain way. So
legs, I miss you, brother. But I got the Pacers, out of all the moves that was made yesterday, you know where I'm going.
Well, we know for you it's the Knicks.
You damn right it's the Knicks. It's the Knicks. I mean, think about it. They made a small move, but an important move when they went out and got Jose, but they didn't have to make a move. You know why? Because the Bucks didn't trade Giannis. So now they're playing with house money.
Well, let's see if you agree maybe then on the biggest loser
Tim
Let me see,
here.
Who are you looking at saying, I can't quite get there?
I don't think he's going to agree with me on this because it's not necessarily anything relevant to right now this year because of the season they've had. But I'm looking at the Sacramento Kings. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it.
They've been losing, Len.
You're right, which is exactly why you don't jettison off any parts. Right? You got a team full of veteran guys, and you basically have the same exact team that's led to 12 wins to this point in the season. I'm just shocked that there wasn't some movement. I know they tried to get into talks for Sabonis, that was not able to be something that they got done.
Right.
But I'm just looking at a team with all that veteran talent, and you've got 12 wins, last place in the Western Conference, and you don't do anything. You're just going to stand pat for the rest of the season. And really the future as well doesn't look too good in Sacramento.
There's a phrase we use in the front office, Legs. If you want to dance, you got to have a dance partner. And there was nobody willing to dance with the Sacramento Kings yesterday.
See, I thought he was going to say if you want to dance, you got to have a dance party. And I guess Sacramento also didn't have that. The thing about the deadline, though, there's still business to be handled around the league. Business as usual, games to be played. So let's turn now to some news out of the Lakers game against the 76ers here because Luka Doncic limped off of the court. It was late in the second quarter, and he didn't return. Now, the Lakers, they initially described Doncic's injury as left leg soreness, but after the win, J.J. Redick said that Doncic will undergo an MRI on his left hamstring on Friday. So our senior writer, Dave McMiniman, was at the game, and he joins us now. It's Friday. The MRI is today. What more do we know here, Dave?
Yeah, we don't have the MRI results yet, but you see Luka limp off the court as he's making his way to the tunnel. He kicks the score table in frustration, hunches over in pain. He was limping out of the arena as well at the end of the night. What we know is that there's optimism that it's not a major injury thus far from Luka's camp. But I am told, according to sources, he's doubtful to play tomorrow, Saturday, the marquee game against the Golden State Warriors. And so it's the story of the Lakers season. You get Austin Reeves back. He is fantastic against the Sixers. As soon as that happens, you're missing Luka Doncic for we don't know how long of a period of time.
But at least it is looking like we're not going to see Luka Doncic coming up in this game this weekend here. Of course, we know the All-Star break and the All-Star game is around the corner. You have to wonder how long this is going to extend and if it could bleed into that weekend, right?
Yeah, we put it as TBD for now, right? But at least there's some level of optimism, not a major injury he's dealing with. But it was a hamstring. That's tricky. And that could be, days or a week or so. We just don't know yet.
Okay, so initial sigh of relief, but we'll hang on to get more information. In the meantime, though, there was still a game left to be played here for the Los Angeles Lakers. So how would it turn out without Luka the rest of the way? Let's pick it up, Mr. Windhorst. Under a minute left in the half here. Joel Embiid, he was looking pretty good.
He had another great game. He is stacking these up like his MVP season.
Third Embiid hits that midi again here, legs.
Man, just the touch on a guy that big, it really defies logic. He has been doing this now for quite a while. Staying upright, too.
I thought you were going to say defies gravity, giving me some Cynthia Erivo here. He had 35 in this one, but Austin Reeves had himself a game, Bobby.
35 in 25 minutes. How about that line?
He was unconscious down the stretch here, Perk.
Should have been an all-star.
Well, you know, the games played probably had a little something to do with that. But to your point, 35 points, 25 minutes. That is the first Laker to do that since stats were tracked back in 55. LeBron James turning back the clock there, 17 and 10 for him. Tyrese Maxey, though, gets inside, crafty, gets the tough finish there, legs.
Beautiful right there. Great body control. Tyrese Maxey, all-star starter for a reason.
Well, Rui Hachimura, though, underneath for the jam to ice it. Watch him here. Gets that one to go. The Lakers get the big win. Let's take a listen to J.J. Redick on Austin Reeves and the game that he had.
We're just going to keep him on a 25-minute limit if he's going to score 35. I mean, he was unbelievable tonight, and it's just his drives. I know he made threes tonight and hit a couple that were pretty incredible, but you know, his drives and his thrust got to the free throw line, but just got in the paint and made plays and scored at the rim. It was great to see.
There was that uh-oh moment for like half a second there when we saw LeBron threw it to VJ Edgecombe, who hit the three. But the Lakers, once again, it seems like they are living on the edge and they do life best in clutch time. They're 15-2 in clutch time games this season. And you see the point differential. They got to win those games because they're just plus 10. But Perk, on our prep call, you were fired up about this game. Why is that?
Well, because I thought it was the best win for the Lakers this season, especially coming off a long road trip. You talking about, not having, less than 48 hours of rest. That tests your mentality, physically and mentally. But it was that damn Austin Reeves for me, right? A guy that should have been an all-star this year, but one of the most prolific elite scorers in the game, one of the best pick-and-roll players in the game, as we see right there. His ability to go from slow to fast, dissect it, and utilize the screen. Here it goes again. He sees Joel Embiid in that drop coverage. Hell of a screen up top by Jared Vanderbilt. Now all of a sudden he know that Joel Embiid is dead bird, tall grass. He get downhill, finishes at the basket.
My favorite person.
But seriously, and that's the thing, right? If the Lakers are going to continue to make any noise, it's going to be, yes, Luka, but Austin Reeves is that second option. He is that Robin. He is the one that gives them that extra and that swag, in my opinion.
Such a strong win. The Philly had won 5 straight games. They've been out here on the West Coast all week just slamming whoever they played. Embiid has been playing great. When they see the Lakers and they see a team that has struggled with athleticism, that backcourt, Maxey and Edgecombe just want to attack it. This was a game was going to be hard to win, and the Lakers got it done with defense, actually. They really defended down the stretch, and frankly, we've been on the Lakers defense all season, rightly so. Over the last 10 games, the Lakers have been defending better. They've been giving themselves more chance. That's what happened last night.
2 players that stood out last night, besides Austin Reeves.
Right.
Jared Vanderbilt, Maxey Kleber. Those guys defended last night. I thought the speed guards with Edgecombe and Maxey were going to run them out of the building. I was ready to go back to my hotel room at a halftime here and go to sleep.
In your hoodie?
Yeah, in my hoodie. But those guys came out and defended. It kind of breathed some life, and then you see Austin hit some shots, and that, as Perk said, probably the best win of the year.
All right, well, here's what I saw.
He said, excuse me, I got to get up for this one.
Yeah, so I love that we're talking about Austin Reeves and his three-point shooting, how great he was in 25 minutes offensively as an aggressive scorer. But what I want to talk about is the action that the Lakers ran with these ghost screens, and they went to this in the fourth quarter. As you can see, 4-point game, 8.5 minutes to go. It's basically winning time at this point. So we started right here. And I'm going to stop it because I want you to first focus on the weak side right here. Take a look at Jared Vanderbilt. Like, he's already seeing an opportunity to make a dive. That is going to come into play later in this possession. This is just sort of token action. They're not really trying to get anything out of this. They're trying to get into this when they run these ghost screens. And this is what was giving the Sixers a lot of trouble. As you can see right here, a ghost screen, basically, you're going to see Marcus Smart come out, fake the screen, and immediately pop out, flare out to the three-point line as LeBron brings it across here. What they're trying to do, and the only thing that they're trying to do, see if they can get 2 on the ball and then reverse it to Marcus Smart. It's exactly what happens. But watch the next part of this. As